Let's get straight to it. This is the kind of headline that stops the world in its tracks. As of January 1st, 2026, the United States is no longer hosting the FIFA World Cup. The dream is over, and the world is left reeling. The world's biggest sporting event, once set to be America's grand showcase, has been pulled from U.S. soil. Stadiums that were supposed to be packed with fans from every corner of the globe now stand empty, their banners coming down, their lights dimmed. And who's stepped in to fill the void? Canada. In a stunning twist, our neighbors to the north have taken the reins. Yes, the country famous for politeness and maple syrup is now hosting the most passionate, high-stakes tournament in sports. Canadian cities are buzzing with excitement, and fans are ready to welcome the world. This is a seismic shock, not just for American sports, but for the entire global soccer community. Headlines scream disbelief, and fans everywhere are scrambling for answers. For years the plan was set: massive NFL stadiums, fan fests in Times Square, a final in New Jersey. It was supposed to be America's party, a celebration on a scale never seen before. Now, all of that is gone, replaced by confusion, anger, and embarrassment. The anticipation has turned into a national wound, and the sense of loss is palpable. FIFA's late-night decision has sent shockwaves worldwide. News outlets are scrambling, social media is ablaze, and the world is watching in disbelief as the story unfolds. The US, a nation used to being the biggest and the best, has been told to sit out. The stars and stripes are coming down and the stands are eerily silent. The global soccer community is stunned, American fans are furious, and Canada is suddenly in the spotlight. The world is asking, how did this happen? How did it come to this? It's a story of greed, stubbornness, and a lesson in who really controls the World Cup. Behind closed doors, power struggles and egos clashed, and in the end, FIFA made the call. The US just learned a painful lesson. You don't tell FIFA what to do. No matter how big you are, the game belongs to FIFA. Get ready. This is a masterclass in how to lose the world's biggest event. The story is just beginning, and the fallout will be felt for years to come. It all began with the United 2026 bid, a bold vision that brought together the soccer dreams of the US, Canada, and Mexico. For the first time, three nations joined forces to host what would become the largest and most ambitious World Cup in history. The idea was simple, yet revolutionary. Unite North America through the world's most popular sport, and create a tournament that would break records and inspire millions. With 48 teams, more matches than ever before, and stadiums packed with passionate fans. The scale was unprecedented. The promise: more excitement, more opportunities for players and supporters, and a financial windfall that would benefit the sport for years to come. FIFA was captivated by the proposal, ultimately choosing North America over Morocco. The decision marked a turning point, signaling a new era for global football. 11 U.S. cities were selected, each promising state-of-the-art stadiums, vibrant atmospheres, and unforgettable experiences for fans from around the world. For Canada, it was a historic first, hosting men's World Cup matches on home soil. For Mexico, it was a chance to make history as the first nation to host the tournament 3 times, cementing its legacy in the sport. The plan was ambitious. Mexico would kick off the tournament. The US would host the majority of matches, including the grand final in New Jersey, while Canada would welcome the world to its own stadiums. The projected revenue was staggering: $11 billion for FIFA, promising a financial boost unlike anything seen before in the sport. Everything seemed to be falling perfectly into place. The draws were held, schedules printed, and fans from every corner of the globe began booking flights and planning their journeys. The United Dream was coming alive, a powerful symbol of international cooperation, unity, and shared passion for the beautiful game. But beneath the surface, tensions simmered. Behind closed doors, organizers faced mounting challenges and disagreements that threatened the harmony of the project. No one anticipated the tidal wave of disputes, power struggles, and brinkmanship that was about to hit. The unity that once seemed unbreakable began to show signs of strain. The dream, so carefully built, was now on the verge of unraveling, threatened by the very forces it had hoped to overcome. Trouble started when U.S. cities balked at FIFA's demands for the 2031 Women's World Cup. They revealed the 2026 hosting deal was financially crippling. Cities paid hundreds of millions, but saw little revenue. FIFA's contracts demanded tax breaks, commercial control, and public investment, with profits funneled to Zurich. US cities and the government pushed back, demanding a fairer deal. FIFA refused to budge, insisting the original promises be kept. The US Soccer Federation was caught in the crossfire. Cities refused to sign binding contracts, offering only non-binding agreements. FIFA saw this as a direct challenge. Tensions escalated in closed-door meetings before Christmas 2025. The US believed their market power gave them leverage. They were wrong. FIFA President Infantino issued an ultimatum: sign or lose the cup. The US called the bluff. FIFA wasn't bluffing. With the US suddenly out of the running, FIFA found itself in a crisis. The world's biggest sporting event needed a new home, and fast. The clock was ticking, and the eyes of millions were watching to see what would happen next. Canada, often seen as the junior partner in North American soccer, had quietly signed all the necessary agreements. They were prepared for their small share of matches, expecting to play a supporting role in the tournament. But then, in a bold and unexpected move, FIFA stripped the US of its hosting rights and offered the entire tournament to Canada. The world was stunned. No one had seen this coming. Canada had only planned for 10 games, mostly in Toronto and Vancouver. Now they were suddenly faced with the monumental task of hosting all 104 matches, including the prestigious final. To everyone's surprise, and perhaps even their own, Canada said yes. The decision sent shockwaves through the soccer world and ignited excitement across the country. The Canadian government quickly stepped in, providing crucial guarantees and rallying support from coast to coast. Politicians and officials promised to do whatever it took to make the tournament a success. Montreal and Edmonton were swiftly added to the original host cities of Toronto and Vancouver, expanding the tournament's reach across the country. Suddenly, what seemed impossible just days before, a four-city Canadian World Cup, became a real possibility, capturing the imagination of fans everywhere. FIFA officials rushed to inspect stadiums, assess infrastructure, and completely redraw the tournament schedule. Every detail had to be reimagined in record time. The final, originally destined for a US venue, was now set for Toronto's BMO Field, which would undergo rapid expansion and upgrades to meet the world's expectations. Meanwhile, Mexico retained its original group matches, ensuring the tournament would still have a North American flavor. In just a matter of weeks, Canada transformed from a supporting player into the unexpected savior of the 2026 World Cup, uniting a nation and inspiring soccer fans around the globe. Canada erupted in celebration. What was a small taste of the World Cup became a national feast. Streets filled with fans, media hailed it as a historic moment. Canada was finally in the global spotlight. In the US, the mood was outrage and humiliation. Fans' plans were ruined, and the Soccer Federation faced harsh criticism. Billions in projected economic activity vanished overnight. Sponsors scrambled. Host cities were left with nothing but bills. It was a public embarrassment. Mexico felt relief. Their matches were safe and they watched America's misfortune with quiet satisfaction. Canada's joy was real, but so was the pressure. 6 months to prepare for a decade-long project. The South fumed, the North braced for the challenge. For players, the venue change was chaos. The US men's national team lost its automatic spot, out before the tournament began. Canadian players became the home team, with all eyes on them. International teams scrambled to change travel and training plans. The vast US travel was replaced by a more compact Canadian tournament. Better for players, but a logistical headache. American fans were devastated. Tickets and travel plans lost. International fans faced skyrocketing prices and last-minute changes. For Canadians, it was a dream come true. Tickets sold out in a frenzy. The atmosphere promised to be electric. The game was the same, but the experience was turned upside down. This fiasco will leave a lasting mark on international sports. FIFA and the IOC hold all the power. No country, not even the US, can dictate terms. The US learned the hard way, FIFA's way or no way. Canada's takeover sets a new precedent. Backup hosts are now a real option. Future bids may include secondary hosts, rewarding reliability over size. The US city's rebellion highlighted the need for fairer hosting deals. Future hosts may demand more transparency and revenue sharing. The 2026 World Cup will be remembered as the one Canada saved. Will this spark more confrontations or total compliance? Time will tell. But every future host will remember 2026 and think twice before arguing with FIFA.